just got dropped off by my local guide here on a remote island in the Indian Ocean of Southeast Asia. I'm out here for a handful of nights, surviving off the land, catching what I can, eating what I find. I didn't bring any food, any water, any kind of shelter on this trip. I did bring a handful of tools in which I hope to help me procure food and have a reasonably comfortable stay out here. Though that might be hard because it is the monsoon season and rain is expected, but that rain might be a decent source of water, so there's a good trade-off there. Anyways, I got a ton of work to do, and I think my first priority is securing some water because it's pretty dang hot out here and I'm already starting to feel a little dehydrated. So let's get going on that, and then I'll show you guys what I have in my bag. So I'm looking at a lot of these coconut trees, and a lot of them seem to be picked over or no coconuts available. That's a good find. These are 2 half-full water bottles. That is good water. Although these were half drinking by somebody else, these have been in the sun hours, days, months, who knows how long. So this water is absolutely sanitized. Maybe there's some plastic particles floating around in it, I don't know, but this is gonna be a good source of water, to be honest. So I think I'm gonna run with this. I'm not even gonna try to climb these trees. It's exhausting and dangerous, and there's better ways. Like this bamboo. Whoa. All right, look at all that sweet, sweet juice. Oh, doesn't get any better than that. There's at least 3 more coconuts of that size on that tree, which is gonna make excellent drinking water for the day. I also have some of those microplastic water bottles, which will also be a good source of water. I'm gonna combine those, go put them in my stash, and then I'm gonna go look around the island to see if I can find a nice place to make a shelter. But first, we gotta talk about today's paid partnership, and that's with BetterHelp. Honestly, I'm a big proponent of seeking help outside yourself. About 4 years ago, I was dealing with some pretty debilitating addiction issues. If it wasn't for me seeking help outside myself, I never would have been able to sober up and become the person I am today. This channel, these videos, my life as it is would not be a reality. When about a year ago, I was dealing with these depressing, depleting, spiraling, ruminating, depressing thoughts that I was having, I knew what I had to do, and that was to seek help outside myself, and I did that through therapy, through BetterHelp. I discovered BetterHelp while watching YouTube, and one of these paid promotions came up, and I decided to sign up. Filled out a questionnaire, and I was matched with a therapist within a couple of days, so I could get started almost immediately. We made some decent progress, though I feel like the fit wasn't perfect. So the beauty of BetterHelp is that you're actually able to switch therapists if you find the match isn't working for you. And you can do this absolutely free. My second therapist, we clicked and we made progress. And we did this weekly via video call. If you'd like, you can also do it via text or audio call, though my preferred session method was video call. And we made progress because she's a professional who has dealt with people very similar to myself that have issues just like my own. I don't think I would be the happy-go-lucky person that I am nowadays if it wasn't for those therapy sessions. So if any of you guys out there are struggling and feeling like you can benefit from some therapy, the best way to sign up for therapy is through BetterHelp. And the best way to do that is by using my link down in the description, betterhelp.com/Budnick. Use that link and you get 10% off your first month. And honestly guys, if you use that link, it lets BetterHelp know that this paid promotion was a success, and it makes them want to do more promotions on this channel, which allows me to make more videos just like this one. So it's a huge help, and I really appreciate it. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. Thanks BetterHelp for being the paid promotion of this channel. Let's get back to the video. Hey! Nice. full-blown life jacket. Oh. I forget what they call them, but these are coconuts, and when they're starting to sprout rather, all the inside turns into this foamy substance, which is really tasty. So inside is this apple-like core, and it's foamy, it's spongy. It has the consistency of a scrubbing sponge, but it tastes like heaven. Really good. Look at that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. There's still a handful more of these half drinking water bottles around, which is going to be an excellent source of water for me for the trip. I got 1.5 liters right here, as well as these 3 massive coconuts. So that's water for the day into the night. Quite happy. I'm going to haul this back to my stash, post everything up, and then I'm going to show you guys what I brought. All right, here's everything that I brought. First aid kit, sunscreen. This is a drone. Here's some camera equipment. Here's more miscellaneous camera equipment, including a lens and about 8 of these power banks. Got a little bit of clothing, 1 extra shirt, 1 light pair of pants, Crocs, sunglasses, extra little tripod. Over here are all the tools that I brought. Fishing line and some hooks. I have paracord, headlamp, multi-tool, machete. Instant coffee, no calories in that, but it's definitely a nice luxury. And I brought a little hammock. It's quite small, though it's going to be more comfy than sleeping in the sand. Got an inReach communicator, just in case. Spear gun, goggles, fins, flippers, and a mask. This here is also a Hawaiian sling, which is like a spear. It's not a ton of things, it's not nothing either. Though I don't have any kind of fire starter, I don't have any kind of shelter, I don't have any food, I don't have any water, nothing like that. So, but yeah, I also have this syringe and the backpack. It's about noon, maybe noon 30. I should probably scout out the island a little bit more. Look for a place to set up a shelter, because it would not be fun to get devastated by the rain. I mean, it's a helmet to go with my life jacket for when I go to extreme water sports later. Just before coming out onto the island, I realized that this month isn't particularly good for forageables. Next month is way better. That's when things like mango and papaya and a whole bunch of other fruit come into ripeness. It's like a pepper. A little bit of an opening here. I can clear this out, and then I can put my hammock in here. And there's lots of these large leaves, which will make for pretty decent roofing. And this is not bad in here. Oh, look at that. A light bulb, in case I want to smoke meth later. Hang on to that. This area in here is pretty dang good. I can go use the big leaves from down the beach for my roofing. And then there's also palm boughs, which I can also use for my roofing. There's sticks, and it's nice and open, high of the high tide line, and it's in the shade. I feel like there's gonna be excellent fishing down here in these reefs. The goal is to not lose too much weight on my jungle expedition, 5-day solo trip that I did in Guyana. I lost 10 pounds in 5 days. I hope not to do that this time. If I want to make these videos all the time, I can't be losing 10 pounds every 5 days. I love these stray coconuts. Oh my God, is that ever delicious? This side is really sandy and nice and has a few coconut trees that I can collect water from, and as well as it has all those plastic bottles on the beach. But I think the other side is more fitting for setting up a camp. 3 of those coconuts made 1.5 liters. All right, the long march. Oh, begins. I'm just gonna find this spot and then move my stuff there. I mean, as much as it would be nice to just clear this area out and set up my shelter here, because the wind is quite lovely, that wind could play against me if it becomes too windy. And that happens usually when it gets really rainy around here. So I'm gonna set up my shelter further back in the woods. I'm gonna set up the hammock and just see how far of distance I need to make the shelter around, because ultimately I would love to be able to have the hammock underneath the shelter, but the shelter is mainly going to be for the fire. If I could do both, that'd be great, but obviously having a hammock close to the fire is also quite dangerous. This is going to be such a pleasure to have. It is so thin, so I gotta be very careful with it, but this will just give me so much more comfort. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's the spot right there. Honestly, I would love to start building the shelter right now. I got about 3 hours left of light for the day, but I'm just cooked. I was in the sun all day. My legs are fried, my brain's fried. I'm just wiped. So I gotta take a few minutes and just recoup. Good thing I always carry my survival hammock with me. So my machete is cracking. The handle's coming off. So I gotta reinforce it. It's a little crack here. It's not in good condition, so I gotta use some of the paracord to fix it. It's all right. The grip makes this thing so much more wieldable. I want to get a gauge for how wide I need to make my shelter. So I really like the shelter that I built in the Amazon. I felt like it did a pretty good job. The only problem was in the Amazon, the rain comes straight down. There's not much wind blowing around. Here, there's a lot more wind. So it could mean that building the same type of shelter is not gonna work, but I'm still gonna try. I don't really feel like getting a whole bunch of bush rope, and I have an idea of how I think I can make it work with what I have. I just need to get a lot of sticks and start harvesting some of these big leaves over here. There's tons of these larger leaves, and that's gonna be my shingles. So. Problem with this spot, there's red ants here and they keep crawling up my leg. I don't know if I could set up my shelter there. I'm absolutely fried right now. I want to make a nice shelter for myself, but I'm just wandering around these woods right now trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'm just gonna forget all that. I'm gonna forget making a really decent shelter. I'm just gonna set up a very rudimentary one just in case it rains. I'll have something to crawl under to get myself out of the rain and stay warm. So I'm just gonna have a nice low shelter. All right, I need to put this thing on hold and go for a swim. I am sweaty, exhausted, the sun's going down. Yeah, gotta go take a dip. Oh, that's nice. I definitely prefer it out here. It's so much more peaceful than deep in the woods and the jungle, but having a shelter back there makes way more sense. So I found 2 more coconuts. I'm gonna drink the water and eat one of them. That'll be my dinner. Let me tell you, I'm really happy I brought this hammock because there's roaches everywhere, little wood roaches. I'm gonna try to stuff this whole coconut into my face just so I have a little bit of sustenance in my body. We should see if we want some coconut.
Oh yeah, he likes it. Oh yeah, he likes it.
Just because something's edible doesn't mean it's very palatable. Edible means it's not gonna make you sick. Palatable means you can actually put it down in quantity. I'm finding this coconut to be less and less palatable. I'm just trying to scarf it down and get some calories into me. Well, I'm absolutely knackered. That was a tough day. And I am sunburnt. I'm tired, just tired. I'm very depleted. I got a little bit of the shelter done. It's good enough. If it rains tonight, that's going to be my salvation, but it's not going to be a long-term shelter. I'm going to build something else. I got to catch some rest. I'm really tired. So I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, good morning, everyone. It's currently 5:30. Sunrise is in a half hour. I'm just trying to eat some coconut, maybe have a little coffee, cocoa coffee that is, before the sun comes up because I want to get going on the day as soon as possible because I got quite sunburnt yesterday. So I'm going to go looking for water for the first few hours of the day and then fire, shelter, and then we can start trying to get into fish if we feel like we have enough energy. Oh yeah, that's good. I miss these coconut coffees. Right in the morning, sailor's warning. Oh yeah. Woo. That one has floaties in it. Don't want that. There's something a little vile about drinking the backwash of hundreds of people. Though if that UV did the same number on these bottles as it did on my skin yesterday, plus, you know, multiply that by days and days and days, this water's fine to drink. There's no bacteria in here, maybe just microplastic. Salt water. So you check them first. Aye. Found this life jacket here yesterday. You know, it's gonna make a good cushion, nice seat to have around camp. So it's definitely something I want to bring home. Look at that thing. Beautiful. So this is hibiscus, and we're gonna collect some wood from it to help us make a bow drill set. Tide's coming in. Oh. We had about a quarter water bottle from before, and then I brought back 4 and 3/4. So I have 3, 6, 7.5 liters of water plus 3 liters of coconut water. That's 10.5 liters of liquid. Well, I'm a lot more water secure than before. I just took a whiz and my pee was like brown. So I need to hydrate. I am pushing it. I think the order of operations now is fix the shelter, start a fire, and then I can start thinking about getting some fish. All right, so I'm just gonna restart the shelter. I can reuse a lot of this stuff. I kind of messed up yesterday. I should have just made it high enough for me to stand in. The reason why I made it so low is because sometimes the water drives in sideways through here, and I wanted it to be lower to the ground so I would get less wet if it were to rainstorm. Though now I realize I could maybe make some walls using palm fronds. So I'm gonna take this whole shelter down, put it up high just so when I have a fire under it, doesn't melt everything, and basically redo the same thing and hope that this type of shelter will be good for the rains that might hit us. So there is a slight lean. It's not much. It's about as much as I can get away with without the leaves slipping off. I don't feel like making bush rope. This could be a bad decision. I'm gonna go with this for now, and then we'll see. We'll see if this works. Well, that's all we got. The plan was going to be to collect rain off my roofing if it were to ever rain, though these leaves are filthy. Some of them have bird poo on them. See here. So I think if it rains, I'm going to have to let the water run for a few minutes before I decide to start collecting that water. Man, I'm tired. I'm gonna take breaks like every little bit, but I feel like I've been laying down for like an hour now, so I should finish this shelter. This might not be the most efficient way of doing this, but man, I am exhausted. I am just not moving very quick. So it's nice to just take a nice, easy going pace. All right, looks pretty good, but I feel like it's one gentle breeze away from all the tiles getting blown off. So I'm gonna use palm fronds as a way of holding that down. And then I'm gonna put sticks on top of those palm fronds in order to just have it all weighed down. Hey, shelter. It's done for now. I'm probably gonna need to make modifications as the rain destroys me, but for now we're gonna call it good. Nice. Coconut burlap. This is going to be good for starting the fire. I don't know if you can see this tree, but it has a nice bend in it. I want that. My mouth is starting to salivate like I'm about to puke. Oh shoot. Am I sick? Whoa. Yeah, it's like, you know when you're about to vomit and your mouth just starts salivating? What is this? Oh. Oh, shoot. Guess what? My tummy ache went away and I never puked. I feel great. It's so weird because like I felt like I was about to spew guts, and now the tummy ache that I've had all day is just gone. Maybe all the microplastics built up in my liver and then they just got like pushed through all in one surge. That's probably what happened, because I am a scientist and I know these things. Anyways, I'm gonna go get sunscreened up and then put some long sleeves on and pants, because I gotta go look for some tinder. It's a big crab in there. All right, let's get a fire going so we can eat that thing. The tide's low, so it makes getting around easy, though it is extremely hot right now. My goodness. My skin's also very sensitive. I got way too much sun in the last 2 days. So I gotta be very careful, because I like to be in those waters looking for fish But anyways, before we do that, we got to find some natural fibers. With those natural fibers, we're going to get a fire going. And the best natural fibers for the bow drill, coconut husk. Some of it's dry, but not really. All right, I got a handful of dried coconut fiber. This is about all I could find out here because everything's wet. So I'm surprised I even got this, but I'm gonna go try to start a fire with this. I think it'll just be enough. This is that hibiscus that we collected earlier. Oh. Shoot. Damn it. Ah! 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 I love it when you're just like hanging around and you just get a random whiff of poo. What's that all about? Animals? Board. Spindle. Let's make the bow. Bearing block. And there we go. So, bearing block, board, spindle, bow. That's the bow drill set right there, ladies and gentlemen. So the way a bow drill works, which I'm sure some of you know, I'm creating friction by spinning the spindle in this hole, and it's creating all this brown dust. That brown dust will eventually get warm enough to create ember. But right now, the brown dust is all collecting around the side, so I need to make a notch in order to collect it all in one spot. All right, little notch. Let's try again. Yes. Oh, nice. That's such a good feeling because now we can cook meat. Meat! Meat! Ah! Yeah! So I don't know much about cooking crabs. Actually, I know nothing about cooking crabs, but we're gonna give it a whirl. I honestly don't know how to dispense one, and I don't know much about crabs. Crabs, there's not many crabs in Canada where I'm at, but yeah, we'll just go kill it and eat it. Dinner. Oh, there's already flies trying to get to my crab, so I think it's time I eat it. Oh, yeah. What a feast! Slurping out little bits of crab. There's so little meat on this thing. Oh my God. Wow. That's really good. So unfortunately, I think I need to go back out in the sun. I can't find much dead wood around here, nice dry wood. So I'm gonna go comb the beach, but the beach is 200 meters that way in the sun. So I'm gonna suit up and give it an effort to get some wood because I want to keep this fire going overnight. Actually, I want to keep it going for the rest of the trip because then I don't have to bow drill a fire again, which is a lot of effort. Now is also the best time to collect wood because not only is it still light out, but the tide's low. Hey,
That looks like a good piece right there.
oh. Here's another good piece. I'm gonna haul it back to camp. That's gonna be enough wood for the night, though I'm probably gonna keep getting some more wood because just might as well stockpile it. I'm out here for a bunch of days, so I'm gonna be burning a lot of wood unless I want to start fires over and over again, which I don't. Oh my god, it's hot. Bring me back to the dark forest. So I found this beautiful piece of bamboo and I was gonna use it as a poking stick because it's just so nice. But the fire's not doing so well, so I'm gonna turn this into a blow stick. Yeah, I kept the smaller end here, so it's a tiny hole, big hole. Maybe having my shelter back here wasn't the best idea. There's no wind, which is great for if it rains, but there's no oxygen to this fire, and it's not really burning very well. So.
Little fish.
Hello. Oh, so nice.
We got a lot done today. Water, ton of water, got the shelter up, and then the fire going. So yeah, I can feel pretty good about that, but honestly, I'm really hungry. I'm depleted, I'm exhausted, I'm hungry. This has not been an easy one, let me tell you. It's been a tough one so far. I feel like I came into this trip already in a deficit. I was quite exhausted coming into it. And I feel like that exhaustion is stuck around. Sure is beautiful here though. Can't beat the view. Oh Lord, please feed me tomorrow. Well, that was all. It was every little bit of calorie I had left in me. As challenging as this really is a beautiful place. Woo.
Oh, all right, that's it for me. I am fried, just so tired. But we'll be up in the morning to go fishing. Well, you might be wondering why I'm on the ground and not in my hammock. That's because my hammock is no more. I turned around in it. I was being quite careful and it just broke. Well, this is my life now. Oh, this is so bad. Look, there's all these roaches. Well, I guess at this point I just lay here and wait for the rain. Hopefully get a few minutes of sleep. Oh, I am beat, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, good night. Okay, well, the sun's up. That's a big thundercloud. So the storm sounds like it's going to be massive and coming. It's definitely coming. So the rain hasn't hit, so I think I'm going to go try to get some breakfast with the spear gun. But first, coffee time. Usually I'd be doing a coconut coffee right now, but I don't have any fresh coconuts anywhere. Just coconut water. Yeah! Woo! Actually, you know what? There's a breeze coming in here. I think that's the storm. But it looks pretty clear. I'm gonna go spearfishing. Just floating around and it just popped, like kind of on my hand, but I'm good, so gotta go fix that.
The blue one's like the powerful one, the black one's the weaker one.
That spear gun, you shoot it, it goes like 2 feet, and then it just goes, it loses like all its speed. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Pew! I am not a spear fisherman. I know it's not a sniper rifle, so I'm sure you have to get really close, but it's hard. It's hard to get close with that thing. I think in a little bit after a nap, I'm gonna go back out with the Hawaiian sling and get a bunch of small fish. I think that'll be my best bet. This is like fizzy. So I noticed that the flies come around real quick when you have live food. Like those crabs last night, the flies just come immediately. So I want to get my cooking apparatus ready for when I catch all these fish. And I figure I'm just gonna make a little bushcraft barbecue. Worked really well on the Amazon. So should work well out here. I must say this is probably my favorite task of the entire outing so far. It's just low effort and the temperature is perfect. It's so nice. I'm just chilling. It's great. And for whatever reason, my stomach ache's gone away. It was massive yesterday and it was quite hard to function. I think those hunger pains just kind of like dipped. My body's just like, okay, well, I guess you understand that you're hungry at this point and there's no use sounding the alarm anymore. It's not helping in any way. They do come, and but they're more sparse. Yesterday it was quite frequent and so unsettling. Very uncomfortable.
For now, I'm gonna take the Hawaiian sling out and just fish the small ones at close range.
The way this Hawaiian sling works is you use the rubber band back here to cock it, and then you can fire it into fish. The issue being is that there's nowhere to grip, and my hand just keeps sliding down the pole slowly, so I can't stay cocked. So I have to like double hand it. It's kind of awkward. Oh, cool. Thought I had that one. The tide's really low right now. I'm getting really scraped up against the coral in there. So I'm gonna switch gears. I'm gonna use the low tide to get down the beach to go get some more coconuts. Because I'm out of coconut water. And I quite like coconut water. Yeah, traveling around the island when the tide's low is so much easier. Though it is quite hot. I have 4 big coconuts, 8 small ones. This is what 3 small coconuts made. About 250 milliliters each coconut. And then inside them is quite nice pulp. It looks actually like quite, it's like jelly. It's like a jelly. Nice. That's a good one. I'm pretty sure these holes, these divots are all turtle nests, which is kind of cool. And this might be turtle tracks. But I'm just a Canadian boy. I'm way out of my element here. I don't know. Well, this is all the water I have left. I got
About 2 liters here and 3 liters of coconut water. That's it.
I still haven't checked that side of the island to see if there's any empty water bottles, like half drinking water bottles. So I'll do that tomorrow. But this should get us through the night, but we're definitely running quite low. I'm attaching paracord to my Hawaiian sling to see if I can get some semblance of a grip on here. I doubt this will hold though. Oh yeah, so much better. All right, we're gonna start with the Hawaiian sling and then maybe swap it up. Makes sense.
That's an eel.
This is not going well. The fish just don't want to get struck by my spear. So I've been walking down the beach for a bit. I keep checking the water and it's all about the same shallow reef everywhere. I think this end gets a little bit more steep. We'll find out in a sec. I could also check the other side of the island. I haven't been over in there in a minute. But big waves are over there, so I'm expecting big reef. But I guess we're gonna go check out the fish tomorrow too. This is the side of the island that I haven't been to since day one. The other side has the coconuts. This side is kind of just bare and had the big waves and the coral. It's similar to my beach. Mostly I'm looking for just water. Just water bottles and coconuts. All of these are empty. Some coconut trees, no coconuts. It's a pretty shore. Just nothing of use. We've made it about 3/4 of the way around and I've gone through all the piles of trash and I've picked over every single water bottle that has a little bit of liquid in it. And I've looked at every single coconut tree and there's only one more that has a bunch of coconuts on it that are within reach. And those are all quite small, so I'll probably get 2 to 3 liters if I really try. All right, I just finished circumnavigating the whole island. From yesterday to today, I drank between 6 and 7 liters, and I have about 5 left. So that means I probably have about a day and a half worth of water remaining. So let's pray for rain, because after this is out, that's gonna be our only source of water. I've combed the island, and that's it. This is such a beautiful place. It'd be a lot easier to appreciate if I had a full belly, a hammock, and maybe like a book. Regardless, it's still beautiful. We'll do a last minute wood run before it gets completely dark. This is how much water I have left. 1.5 liters. Half a liter, 75 milliliters. So about 2.25 liters. 2.25 liters. This is how much coconut water I have. About the same. So total, I have about 4.5 liters of liquid remaining. Coconut water versus microplastic backwash water. Choose your favorite. I know what mine is. Microplastic water, of course. I haven't eaten as much food today as I did yesterday, but I feel better than yesterday. Yesterday I was feeling all these stomach cramps and I felt nauseous and sick and exhausted. Today I actually feel pretty good. Not like a ton of energy or anything. It's like a slow pace. But I think I'm fasted now. No, I'm just starving. No, day 1 and day 2 I just felt so depleted. So depleted. It's not a good way to come into survival challenge, you know? But I guess that's just how it goes.
in a real survival situation, it's like, do you get to choose the time, the date, the weather for you to be caught in a precarious situation? Probably not. Well guys, that's it for me. 7:30. I did not get good sleep last night, so I need to catch up on it, if that's even possible. If not, yeah, kind of expected. So anyways, I'll wake you guys up if anything happens. God, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. It's raining. Bye now. Oh yeah, it's coming in sideways. It's like weird. Check it out. We got close to 5 full water bottles. One of them was a bit full from the water we had earlier, but that's how many liters? 7.5? 3, 6, 7.5 liters right there. That's so good. Nice. Now we get the benefit of nothing will really dry out very easily because it's the night. Oh, so I'm gonna try to get this fire ripping. Hopefully that'll create a nice heat bubble to maybe dry out around my shelter so I can lay my stuff down and maybe get some semblance of a sleep tonight. I'm very doubtful that there's going to be any sort of comfort tonight. Nice. I'd say that was a success. So round 2 might be coming in, which is uncomfortable. That last one was small compared to this. This one looks absolutely crazy. What did I do in life to deserve this? You know what? Actually, how am I so fortunate to deserve this? Why have you given me such great fortune? Ugh. 7 a.m. I actually got about 2 hours of sleep. Maybe a little longer. Oh, yeah. I could definitely use some more. My energy levels are just so low. I'm gonna get in the water right after this coffee and just fish. Like, I'd love to eat a fish. But first, coconut coffee. Have you guys ever freebased Insta coffee before? Let me know down in the comments. From all that rain last night, look how much the water levels of the ocean have gone up. And if this rain comes in and raises the ocean water levels any higher, we might just flood the entire world. The seaweed is always greener than somebody else's dream. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things surround you. What more could you be looking for? Uh-oh, under the... One absolutely stunning little creature. So stoked to have this thing. It's gonna be delicious meal. I'm gonna go catch 5 more little fish and then we'll cook them up. I brought these gloves with my spearfishing kit. I think they'll just help a little bit more with handling the fish. Woohoo! Another beautiful fish, but dinner, lunch, anything, whatever meal comes after starvation. It's another pretty fish. Adding it to the fish charcuterie we're gonna have. A couple of these fish have this spike that comes out. It's really sharp too. I was jabbed by it earlier. Nice. Oh, the flies are already here. All right, let's get this barbecue going. So I know some of you guys are wondering how I got to a place like this remote tropical island. I reached out to a company called Do Castaway, and Alvaro over there set me up on this island. I told him what I wanted to do, put myself into a survival situation, so he set me up on this island. And he basically facilitated everything. He got me organized for all the logistics, set me up with a local contact, and basically made everything possible, including permits, to get me here. Anyways, Do Castaway. Big shout out. All right, let's try her out. This one's quite fishy. Yeah, extremely fishy. Blech. All right, Nope. Didn't like that one. That was the really colorful one. I think maybe we left the guts in it too long. I should have gutted it immediately. Interesting. Oh my god, am I ever feeling the energy come back to me? I actually feel like rejuvenated. Last but not least, I bet that feels good. If I was a fish, I'd probably like that. Yeah, I like this one too. Probably my favorite, actually. Not very many bones. So what I found helped when spearing the fish, as opposed to just like holding it and then like letting it go and shoot, I would actually like thrust a little bit. It goes way faster. And I think it's much more targeted. So it's like a little, now I just got to figure out the spear gun later today. Yeah, this shelter was excellent in the Amazon. Here where the wind kind of blows everywhere, it's not as good. These little leaves of the palm tree act as little channels, and if you layer enough of them and you crosshatch them on top of one another, it makes good roofing. So look at the little drainage troughs. I think we gotta do something about the walls though. At least like a bit of the wall. One wall, two walls, some walls. I was hoping to get back out for another round of spearfishing, but it looks like the tides are super low. When I went out in these tides yesterday, I felt like I was just getting banged up by all the coral and it was really claustrophobic. I didn't like it, so I'm not gonna go back out, which means that no more spearfishing today. I did get a fill of fish, which is good, but I think for now I'm just gonna work on the shelter a bit more and maybe put a wall up and get some firewood. Buckle in for the night, because I got like 4 hours of sleep last night. So I really would love to get some better sleep one of these nights. This is the sea hibiscus that we used to create the bow drill set. With the bow drill set, we used the dry portion of this wood. Right now we're gonna be taking the live wet portion, because when you cut it into like a little gash here, you can actually pull this and it makes excellent bush rope. So I'm gonna grab this whole branch here, bring it back to camp, and I'll have some bush rope. That's good enough bush rope for now. Why is this beach so good for these half-drinking water bottles? This one's fresh. Must have came up with the last high tide because it was down here.
And I just realized you guys haven't seen my nipples yet today. Oh, I'm sorry about that. That's a significant amount of rain. This is one of those small coconuts from yesterday. I brought it back in my backpack. Ooh, look at that piece. The coconut's a lot more palatable today now that I have some fish in my belly. Hey, can one of you guys come here and hold this for me? Just teleport through the screen and help. Pretty dry in here for now, but only time will tell. I'm guessing it will be wet soon. It's still just as leaky as yesterday, but it's better than being directly in the rain. I call this my quiet corner because there's no drippings here. Yay. Except for this drip. It's at least really warm. Mind you, it would be damn near impossible to sleep like this. But who needs sleep? I think I've cumulatively have about 8 hours of sleep for this whole trip. Honestly, the fire's doing great, and that's all I care about. That's good. I love that. But I gotta save it because that's all I have left. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 liters of water. Sorry, that's 15 liters, 10 bottles of water. So I definitely have enough water for the rest of my time out here. All right guys, I got my bed all set up for sleepy time. So I'm gonna do just that. Oh. There we go. Oh, good night. Let's start again, and I'm not gonna take any pics. At least putting up these walls is a really good idea. Like a really good idea. I feel a bit of rain coming through the sides, but it'd be a lot more if I didn't have these walls. Usually on rainy nights like this, when I'm camping, I'll have a hot chocolate or some snacks to keep me nice and warm and cozy and positive. But obviously I don't have any of that out here right now. what's keeping me all nice and warm and cozy right now is the thought of some future trips I have going on, future video ideas, and just my family. Thinking about my family and spending time with them. It's officially day 5, so I'm 5 days into this challenge.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was some poor sleep. I couldn't find myself getting comfortable at all until like, I don't know, 5, 4, when I started using the life jacket as as my mattress. Oh, it's actually way more comfortable than just sleeping right on the ground. Ugh. Yeah, I got like 2 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep. We are just racking up the deficit. Yeah, killing it. I have 2 jobs today. Firewood and fish. And maybe sleep. This might be the most comfortable spot I've sat in on this entire outing. Anyways, not 3 minutes ago, I was sitting here wallowing in self-pity. And a massive lizard 10 meters behind my shelter walked by. Had to be, yeah, probably as wide as my wingspan. Anyways, time for my morning medicine. Coffee. It's a lot of coffee to freebase first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. This must have happened recently because this palm is still alive, but this whole big tree must have got uprooted from some winds and brought the dirt with this coconut tree down as well. Shows the power of some of the storms around here. I think some of this will be actually excellent wood. I feel wood secure. I feel water secure. I don't feel food secure. So actually, you know what? I feel pretty confident that I can go catch some reef fish pretty easily if the tides are up. So I'm gonna go do that now. I'm just gonna catch a few more small ones and get my energy levels back up, and then maybe go deeper again. See what I can do in the deep end of the ocean. Oh, here's that monitor lizard. Quite big tracks. It's a big one. Modern day dinosaurs. And I'm not talking about John Terrio from Lost Lakes. I'm talking about the reptiles. Well, I guess that's the same thing. I can't help but want to try the spear gun again, so we're gonna do it. Barracuda on. That was a barracuda.
So shot a barracuda and I had it on the line and then I got off. And then I saw a tuna. I think it was a tuna. It looked like a small tuna. And it was way out of reach, but I saw it. And then I got caught in the waves coming back in, and some of them were quite big. One held me under for a few seconds and it was like, uh-oh. Like I'm just like caught in all this and all the bubbles, and I couldn't exactly see where I was, and I was so afraid of hitting the reef. So I was just like, oh, come on. Just waited for it to be over, and then afterwards I got jostled a little bit more, but yeah, I was out there for a good hour and a half. I made it to the reef edge, and honestly it kind of gets a little bit spooky out there. I'm just winging this and I don't know what's safe and what's not, so being out here alone, I just gotta take baby steps, you know? Speaking of baby steps, I think I'm just gonna fish the close reef for small fish. I think that's a surefire way of getting some lunch.
Not quite near that big.
My spear is so bent out of whack now, it's not effective. And the multi-tool alone won't bend these wires back into place. So I was out there for a good 2 hours, and I'm honestly feeling kind of tired. The surf is really large right now, and it's kind of freaking me out. Being far out there is kind of scary. And then closer to the shore, I'm just being ripped away by this current. And I just can't get any handle on fishing. So I'm gonna take an hour or two and just take a nap, take a break, and reassess. We'll come back to it in a little bit once hopefully the surf chills out. I don't know if I was really able to capture it, but when I was out in the deeper part of the reef, the current was kind of pushing me, like pulling me around the island to the side of the island, which I rarely visit. So I would gently try to paddle back without using too much effort, because I know in these situations you don't want to like panic and use up all your energy. But I was just moving nowhere. I was just kept on going around that side of the island. And unfortunately, that's where all the big waves are breaking, like the biggest of the waves. So I said, okay, well, I guess I just have to come back in this way. And started coming back towards the island, and those waves were quite large and powerful. I actually got, I don't know if I had it on GoPro, but I got caught in quite a big one, and it held me under for 6 or 7 seconds. I was just like caught in the bubbles, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna hit the reef or not, and it was quite sketch, to be honest. Not something that I am keen to do out here alone. I'm gonna close my eyes for like 30 minutes. I think I need it. The waves are still absolutely slamming out there, but I'm gonna go wade around in the shallower part of the reef and see if I can get some smaller fish. Finally! That took forever. I'm gonna dispatch this guy quick and then get back in there. I got a small one. So there's already like flies and stuff landing on the fish. I just gutted them, so I'm gonna make the barbecue up, and then I'm just gonna put the fish on. I'll just be cooking them as I spearfish. You know, I'll just put the fish over to the side here for now, and then I'll come watch them later. Yeah, the flies are already landing on them. It's probably because I gutted them out. I thought about maybe leaving these fish unattended to cook while I go fish for some more, but I can only see that turning out pretty poorly, so I'm just gonna wait this out. All these guys have like a thick skin to them. Little guy's pretty good. Round 2. Pretty sure this is the one I had yesterday. I swear it had different patterning on it. Yeah, honestly, I'm trying to target these dudes. They got a good amount of meat on them. And they're tasty. Easy to eat too. Like you just rip the skin off, and all the meat's right there. Nothing will ever be as tasty as that Amazon daulu, though. That was the catfish that I caught. It was called a daulu. Tide's going back down, so I'm gonna see if I can get a couple more reef fish before it got just too hard to fish. One little fish. It's 4:30. Sunsets in 1.5 hours. I think for the rest of the day. I'm gonna go for a walk. Maybe see if I can get some more coconut water because it's delicious and it makes me very, very happy. It's like my little treat out here. And then just bunker in for the night. I think combined over the last 4 nights, I've gotten about 1 good night's sleep worth of rest. Maybe 1.5. It's all the coconut water. Should we go get some more? Oh, they're empty. I thought this was a 6-pack of full water bottles. That would have been hilarious. Three liters of coconut water. We're doing good on liquids. We're actually doing great. I'm gonna take 2 of these back to eat the jelly tonight. Oh. 'Well, there wasn't much to today, just spearfishing. Got a meal, but not the big one. Tomorrow is our last full day, so I'm gonna go in the deep end of the reef, the spear gun again, and see what we can do. I think I've lost a lot of weight on this trip. It's been a challenging one. It really has. Still feel blessed to be here though. Coconut water's like my favorite, even at home. And out here, it's just amazing. Alright guys, I got my bed set up outside because I don't want to be in there, it's too hot. So anyways, I'm gonna try to get some sleep. I'm exhausted. I'll wake you guys up if anything happens in the middle of the night. If not, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Guess what, guys? Rain! Yay! Rain! Oh yeah. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can try to sleep with the rain coming down. It's nice and light right now. Oh, good night. Let me tell you, that was a challenging night. Started raining around 10. And then it just kept drizzling till probably 2:30 or 3. So 4.5 hours, 5 hours of just rain. And it was not like the heavy rain that we've been having, it was just light rain, but it just lingered around. So as the rain came down and leaked through the roof, there'd be like droplets that came down. And so I'd just be laying here trying to get some sleep, and I'd just be pelted by raindrops every couple seconds. Figured I'd come down here and sort out a game plan. I got a extra large cold brew coconut coffee going this morning. Delicious. But hey, today's our last full day. It's the longest I've ever done one of these solos. I feel like even just coming into this one, I was in such a deficit. Plus I've been getting such poor sleep since I've been here. So my critical thinking abilities have just been not good. That coupled with the fact that I just did one of these trips in the jungle of the Amazon just about a month ago. So then I lost 10 pounds and I never gained that weight back since doing that. So still having fun. Wouldn't say I'm thriving, but getting through it. All right, the Hawaiian sling is out of commish. It's really hard to bend these barbs back and they're all loose. And I did a number on this thing. We're going out with the spear gun again. Trying to look at something bigger. I think I'm ready. Let's do this. Alright, I walked down the beach a ways. There's still big waves breaking here, but not nearly as big as where my beach is. So I'm gonna try this. Also, the current past those waves takes me down towards my beach. So if it's too strong, I can come in before I get to my beach and get wrecked by waves. I think it's as good a plan as any. So I shot a fish, a good sized one, but the point didn't even go in. And what I realized is this thing is pretty dull, which is so silly of me to have that as an oversight. So I have the file here that I use for my machete to sharpen that. I'm just gonna sharpen this point up. Woo. All right, let's go. Hey, that looks like a good fish. We got one. Well, that was quite an easy fish to catch. I don't know what this is. Actually, I know what none of these fish are, except for the barracuda and the eel. But looks good. I'm gonna go catch 1 or 2 more of these, and that's my meal. They're nice and simple right there. Between these 2 guys, that's a meal. And I want to go get these on the fire before whatever that is comes. Might be some more rain. Oh yeah, the coconut's got that fizz to it. I wish I showed you guys the coconut fizzing when I opened the cap. Let me see if I can get it. You hear that? Ooh, hello. I got my 400-pound bluefin tuna. I don't know what this is. It's not tuna. Well, who knows? Oof, look at that. Come on, flies. Leave me alone. Oh, yeah. That's good. Nope, that's great. Yeah, this is the best fish so far. It just looked like the best fish. It's got that quintessential fish look. So good. Course number 2. I have a feeling this one won't be as good as the last one. Oh, it's light. Way different texture. Honestly, if I didn't know any better, this would be like eating mashed potatoes. That's so odd. Actually looks like a significant amount of rain over there. No thank you! We have enough drinking water! Thank you! I don't know if they know, but we're good on liquids. That looks like an absolutely crazy amount of rain. All the palm fronds from my siding have closed for whatever reason. They used to be open and created a wall. I mean, the rain started coming down, but I'm gonna go see if I can spearfish a fish quick before the rain hits. Because that fire's ripping and we should make use of it. Got this guy, similar to what we got before, and then this beautiful looking sunfish. Is that what that is? Sail flipper fish. Anyways, I'm gonna go gut him and let's throw him on the bobby. So with the spear gun, what really helped was the black band is 1 power, the blue band is thicker. And so it's like double the black one, and then when you add them all together, it's like triple the power. So using both of them and sharpening the tip. And I think I've got the hang of it. All right, we're gonna eat this one first, whatever this might be. This pretty looking reef fish. I mean, they're all good. Except for that first one I ate. So this isn't the same as the one that I had before, but it's similar. I feel like it's about to absolutely pour. Tonight's my last night, and all I have to do is suffer through another downpour and night on the ground. That was not an easy trip. At the beginning I was like, maybe I'll just do 3 days. Okay, 4 days. I had to negotiate with myself the whole time. And it wasn't until the rain on night 3 where I got enough water and it was like, okay, I'm gonna push this out and we're gonna make it the full 7. But it was challenging. I was a mental battle the whole time, and I'm really happy I stuck it out. So it looks like it let up. That was 3 hours and 15 minutes of rain. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. I'll see you guys in the morning unless something happens. If something happens, it's probably rain. No chill. No chill. It's actually a little cold. It's been raining for 6 hours now. We'll be out of wood before morning. 7 hours of rain. It's 3:30 a.m. 10.5 hours of rain.
I'm gonna see if I can get some sleep. Good night. It's the morning. Finally. Well, that was an absolutely painfully long night. My guide's gonna be here pretty soon, so I'm just gonna get packed up. I'll see you later. It's been nice. Well, that was an amazing experience. But let me tell you, I'm looking forward to getting out of here, eating some real food, and sleeping in a normal bed. You want this?
Yeah, this
That's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed that one as much as I did. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Ernell brought 2 friends. And home! Woo!